what is considered one of Frank Lloyd Wright's greatest architectural pieces. Frank Lloyd Wright was one of the greatest architects of all times, but in the 1930s he was having a lot of trouble due to the fact that no one was able to afford houses. Frank Lloyd Wright had students pay him to go to school and work on Frank Lloyd Wright's property, Taliesin West, so that he wouldn't have to hire workers, and also so that the students would learn more about architecture. The site is on a barren desert, which has a lot of cacti and other plants that survive well in high temperatures with very little rain. He designed the building to fit into the natural landscape so that it would look like it had been there for hundreds of years. Canvas was used for roofs and many walls. That way desert air could flow through. When Frank's wife moved in, she demanded that he put a more permanent roof to keep the elements out. It is right outside of Scottsdale, Arizona, which is a suburb of Phoenix, Arizona. This is a map of Arizona, and as you can see, Taliesin West is pretty much in the middle. As Frank got older, it was harder for him to live in the harsh Wisconsin winters, so they spent more and more time in Arizona's hot, dry climate. Besides Frank and his family, his architecture school students also joined him at Taliesin West. The school that Frank Lloyd Wright started in the 1930s is still going today, and students can get degrees in architecture from the institute at both Taliesin and Taliesin West. Frank Lloyd Wright liked this symbol that was made on the rock by Indians. No one knows what it means, but we know that it became Frank Lloyd Wright's logo. Although it has a permanent roof, it's still mostly heavy canvas, not insulated. In the hot desert spring and summer, air conditioning is needed to keep visitors cool. The energy bills skyrocketed to $200,000 per year. Recently, solar panels were installed at Taliesin West. Visitors can take tours to learn about Frank Lloyd Wright and his architecture, like I did. This is our tour guide. He's the man in the purple shirt. This is the main entrance. The living room. One of the reasons that Frank Lloyd Wright loved the heavy canvas roofs was because it created a beautiful diffused light. Frank loved the color red, so he used it in his houses quite often, including his paint for doors. As you can see, he really loves red doors. There are quite a few of them. He also loved to use red chairs. Everything that Frank Lloyd Wright did had a purpose. Taliesin West doorways are small so that visitors wouldn't stand gaping at the rooms and blocking everyone's vision. This is the office, which has a very small door. Frank had little money, so he built cheap. He made use of as many of the natural elements from the grounds as possible, including things like digging up rocks to make the driveways and digging wells for water. His foundation started in the 1940s to protect his legacy of architectural masterpieces. These are some of his sketches of various houses he's designed. He is considered one of America's most influential architects. This is his bedroom. He worked very late into the night, but took long naps in the afternoon. Taliesin West was declared a National Historic Landmark on May 20th, 1982, and was added to the National Register of Historic Places on February 12th, 1974. This sign was in the entrance to Frank Lloyd Wright's theater and presentation room so that everyone would see it as they entered. The reality of the building does not consist in the roof and walls, but in the space within to be lived in. And that is Taliesin West. Taliesin West is a great example of how the best architecture can take advantage of the natural landscape.